What's going on, sauce makers? My name is Mark and welcome to Sauce Stache. Today, we're gonna be making a treat. We're making Nutella pasta. So Nutella is a sweetened hazelnut cocoa spread that's manufactured by the Italian brand Ferrero. Nutella has a really good hazelnut chocolatey kind of flavor, and it actually works really well in this sweetened dessert pasta that I'm gonna make. And you'll see once it's all together how this would be awesome for kids to make at home. So let's get started. All you need is a few ingredients. We need 1 egg, a cup of flour, maybe a little bit more. We might end up using a cup to a cup and a half. And then about a tablespoon of Nutella. So the first thing that we're gonna do to get this started is we're gonna mix together the Nutella and an egg. So the Nutella's chocolatey, it's pretty thick. So you're gonna have to whisk this together pretty hard to get it to combine fairly well. So I'm happy with this here. It's not sticking, it's still liquidy, which is what we're gonna want to make this pasta. So you can do this right on your table, you can do it on a cutting board. I'm gonna do it just on a sheet of parchment paper. Our next step is to pour out the flour, and then we're gonna put this into a little, almost like volcano-like here. Put a nice little hole in the center, and then slowly kind of whisk in your Nutella and egg mixture. I'm gonna do about half of it first, and we're just picking up the flour along the way here. You can kind of see how that's thickening up already. And you might not use all of the flour, you might. And you can see I'm just kind of slowly spinning it around, adding more flour from the sides as we go. So once you got a lot of the flour incorporated, we're gonna start adding it in by hand. And I'm just gonna kind of push it over the top here and then push down, trying to make like a dough ball essentially out of this stuff. So you can see how much flour I had left over. That's totally okay. It's gonna depend on the size of your egg and kind of the amount of Nutella that you put in. But the dough ball is gonna be slightly floury and slightly sticky. Now we're gonna wanna work this dough ball for about 5 to 10 minutes. Not that long, and again, just make sure it's kind of sticky. You don't want it to stick to your hands when it pulls apart. This one is a little bit, and that's okay. But you would rather it be just a little stickier than being completely dry and breaking apart. So this is a little bit smaller than a baseball, a little bit bigger than a golf ball. Come on, cling wrap. So once you got your dough ball, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this pretty tight, airtight in some cling wrap and let this rest for about a half an hour. Okay, so our little dough ball has been resting for about a half an hour. We're gonna open this guy up. That feels pretty good. Still a little sticky. I'm gonna add just a little flour to our table, just a little flour to our bowl, and then we're just gonna roll this guy out. I'm gonna try to keep it semicircle. Doesn't really matter because we're gonna put it into a pasta machine. And then I'm just gonna cut this into 2 pieces here. Then at any time we're not rolling, I'm gonna cover it up because I don't want it to dry out. I really don't want it to dry out. So if you have a pasta machine, this is where you're gonna set your pasta machine up, and then we're just gonna roll this out pretty thin to make some spaghetti noodles. If you don't have a pasta machine, you could keep rolling by hand and then just cut spaghetti noodles. But I have a machine, I have a pasta roller, so I'm going to do this using the machine. And then continually lowering the thinness until it's about exactly where I want. I'm gonna get this pretty thin. And then just so nothing gets sticky, you can just lightly flour the rest of your noodle here. And we don't need this one to be that long, so we're just gonna cut this in half, make it a little bit more manageable. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna move it over to the cutter section here. And then we're just gonna run this through the cutter and cut our spaghetti noodles. Perfect. Now I'm gonna toss it with just a pinch of flour just to get it coated so that way it doesn't stick together. We have individual noodles. So once we're at this point, then all we have to do is repeat. And that's it, Nutella pasta. So now, just like regular pasta, we're going to boil this in a little bit of water. We're gonna do about 3 cups of water when we boil this. Okay, so now that we got a rolling boil, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure these are all separate. You don't wanna throw any clumps of noodle in there. And then we're just gonna kinda lightly lower the noodle in and cook the noodle for it only needs about 3 minutes. We'll let these guys cool down and then we're gonna serve them. I'm excited, this stuff's so good. Okay, so now my favorite part. We got our Nutella pasta. It's cooled down quite a bit. We're gonna serve this guy with some vanilla ice cream. So all we're gonna do is just take one portion. We're gonna kind of twist it up here on the plate. Maybe not that much, that's a lot. And then scoop a good scoop of vanilla ice cream. And that's what we got, Nutella pasta with an ice cream meatball. Look at this thing. Look at it, it's amazing. Yeah. It's such a fun treat. I mean, such a fun treat. Add some extra chocolate syrup for some sauce, you're good. You wanna do that, different flavored ice cream, some chocolate ice cream would be out of this world. And it's amazing. Well, that's what I got, sauce makers, Nutella pasta. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please click the like button and leave a comment down below. Are you gonna make Nutella pasta? What kind of ice cream are you gonna put with yours? If you haven't yet, please click the subscribe button and click the little bell so that way you get notified every time I upload a new video. Unbelievable. If you make this, please find me on my social media. All my links are below. Send me a picture, I would love to see it. Well, thanks for watching the Nutella pasta video. I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna make some more. This is good.